Hi, my name is Gabrielle Agostini. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at CGA Limited, also known as Coconut Growers. I'm also the co-founder of a brand called Citrus Bay, and I also founded a travel blog where I'm called the Trini Traveller, and this is Loud Conversations. I feel most empowered when I either wear like a flowy, long maxi dress, I just love that, but also in the workplace, I love a fitted, structured dress and a cute jacket. I mean, a tweed jacket would be amazing. A Chanel is the dream, but that is my dream outfit. So my style is like a mix of Caribbean chic, where I love like bright, flowy dresses, as well as I do love the structured pieces for night. Citrus Bay is a clean beauty brand that was founded in the Caribbean by coconut growers. And we decided to come up with this brand because, well, one, I have eczema, and we really wanted to create this brand that would be great for the skin, that would have no fragrance, all natural, vegan, cruelty-free, local ingredients, brand that really hydrates and nourishes your skin. So we launched it in May 2019, so it's been around for about 2 years. In Trinidad, we also sell within many islands of the Caribbean. Of course, the goal is to get into the States. So as I mentioned, it's a clean beauty brand, so we focus on local, all-natural ingredients as well as sustainable packaging. And the reason we focus on sustainable packaging is that not only do we care about the customers and their health and the community, but also the environment. So this is actually a tricky question because there's so many products within the line that I love, but I would have to say my favorite is, of course, the coconut body lotion. Especially, there were just so many skin lotions that I could never use, or creams in the past, and this is literally like the only one I can use, and I absolutely love it. And even when you're traveling, it's really great for keeping your skin hydrated because it used to get so dry in different climates. So that is definitely my favorite. So I've been working at CGA for almost 6 years now, and of course working in the manufacturing industry. It is, I have to be honest, a male-dominated industry. But over the last few years, we've been changing the team a lot, and I started in the role of product development, and that's how we came up with the Citrus Bay line, as well as many other products we rebranded, and we also launched other products. But I'd have to say the best advice I would give is just you gotta just keep pushing. Even though you always, maybe every few weeks, you just feel like, oh, I can't get this goal done. I can't get what I want done. Like, so many people are fighting me on this. You just gotta keep pushing, and it's okay to fail. It's totally okay to fail. And even if at the end of the day, all you wanna do is cry, you know what? Cry, and then the next day you wake up and you just start all over again. So the main thing is to really set a goal for yourself, whether that's for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever you want. I have a 5-year goal myself, and be realistic with yourself in setting that out, and just don't give up. Just keep pushing. Every day is a brand new day where you can start over. Okay, so I want to talk a bit more about the whole clean beauty industry and why it's such like a big topic these days in the beauty industry. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of history. So the beauty industry really started after World War II, when they discovered that plastics that were invented around the same time was just easy to carry these sort of products. And it was during World War II when the men went off to war, and like it started with lipsticks, like how to make women more beautiful. So they started wearing lipsticks, and then how are you gonna carry all these products as well? And that's how plastics came about. So it was really like started in the 50s. You've seen a lot of ads from that time and how it came about. But how many decades later, it's still there, except it's only single-use products. So the plastic industry has just taken over, and one of the big areas is, of course, beauty and food. But at beauty, it can be tackled because there's so many plastic bottles that are just used once, from your cleanser, your lipstick, whatnot. It all ends up in the dump. So all of these dumps just have like so much plastic in it, and of course, as we all know, it's ending up in our oceans and the seas, and all the fish eating it, and there's this whole cycle with the microplastics ending up back in humans. So what do we gotta do? The beauty industry, especially the clean beauty, is really focusing on sustainable packaging. And sustainable packaging can be plastic, but you have to either make sure that it is either used of recycled plastic, or you really focus on educating your consumers how to recycle that jar that you gave them. So for example, with Citrus Bay, all of our packaging right now is plastic, but we only use primary packaging, so we don't have the little secondary packaging like other plastic that it comes in, or cartons, and like all of the other stuff we use, the cartons, they're all made from paper. And of course, we always try and ensure that everything that we receive back and educate our customers on how to recycle, it all ends up back with some of our institutions such as Swim Call, Ace Recycling, and Flying Tree organization. I have been obsessed with traveling since I'm a kid, and one of the reasons I got into it is actually my mom. She's not from Trinidad, and then my dad's family is not from Trinidad either. I mean, I was born and raised in Trinidad, but most of my family lives abroad. So every summer as a kid, I used to go visit them either in England, France, Canada. So I really got a taste for the traveling. And then by the time I was like in university, I'd work little odd jobs every single summer, and then I started like going on all these crazy trips with my sister, who loves to travel as well. And actually, even in university, I always took up the opportunity to study in another country, like a little a semester abroad. So I went to school in Canada, England, and Australia. And actually, by the time I was 21, I'd been to like all continents. And by my age now, well, pre-COVID, I've been to 52 countries. And the reason that I love experiencing countries across all different continents around the world is I just love the new experiences, the new cultures, the language, the food. Oh my gosh, there are just so many things. Just meeting new people and understanding even the history of the countries, and like all the little terms that they use, and like places that the locals go. So everywhere I go as well, I don't just go to touristy spots. I make my effort to really do the research, meet some locals, know where to go. And if you check out my blog, I got lots of tips on traveling that I would always love to share with you. So of course, as I just mentioned, that when I was in university, I got to travel a lot. But like, how do you do that when obviously you don't have that much money to spend? So I did lots of research, lots of Excel sheets, and I found the best ways, if you are looking for an affordable trip, is use for flights Skyscanner. That is an amazing resource to always look up the cheapest flights anywhere in the world. Actually, once I flew to Bali on 1,000 US from Trinidad. You just gotta know how to do it when you use these websites. Also, avoid staying in hotels. You can check out, if you're young in your 20s, I mean, I've stayed in millions of hostels. They're super cheap and they're a little grungy, but it's definitely worth the experience because that's where you meet a lot of people. But then if you're looking for something much nicer, Airbnb is just the best place to find affordable accommodation. And actually, a cool tip I figured out a few years ago, say if you want to go to a really nice restaurant, like a 4 or 5 star Michelin star restaurant, actually if you go at lunchtime, it is literally 1/7 of the cost. It is just super cheap. You can get lunch in a fancy Michelin star restaurant in Paris for like 40 euros if you go at lunchtime. My favorite product of the Citrus Bay line that I love to travel with is the lotion, because when I was traveling, like my skin would just get so dry after the airplane. Even if I would go to England, like the climate is just not as humid as here, and that lotion would just keep my skin moisturized the entire trip. For a weekend trip, I mean, I would love to visit another Caribbean island, so it's gonna be like all beach attire. Definitely gonna take a cute bikini. I'm gonna take a cover up. I'm gonna take sandals. Of course, you cannot go anywhere without a sunscreen. That is the most important item for your skin. And then I would definitely say one of my Citrus Bay products, so either the lotion or I love the watermelon lip balm. I'm Gabrielle Agostini, and you can find me in the Trini Traveller on Instagram, Facebook, even my website. And as well, you can find the Citrus Bay brand in many stores across Trinidad, such as Pennywise, different pharmacies like Superfarm, Starlight, as well as our website, citrusbay.com. So thank you for listening to my loud conversation.